Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there and to all the children who are separated from their fathers. Today I pray that you find a way home. I saw a Facebook post earlier and it spurred my spirit to go read the story of the prodigal son. And so I wanted to share with you today on Father's Day what the Lord shared with me. So many of you know the story. A man had two sons. The younger of them said to the father, "Father, give me the share of property that is coming to me." And he divided his property between them. Not many days later, the younger son gathered all he had and took a journey into a far country, and there he squandered his property in reckless living. When he had spent everything, a severe famine arose in the country, and he began to be in need. So he went and hired himself out to one of the citizens of the country, who sent him in the fields to feed pigs. And he was longing to be fed with the pods that the pigs ate, but no one gave him anything. But when he came to himself, he said, "How many of my father's hired hands have more than enough bread, but I perish here with hunger? I will arise, and I'll go to my father, and I will say to him." And then he practiced this speech: "Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I'm no longer worthy to be called your son. Treat me as one of your hired servants." So right there, he practiced this speech that disintegrated, that took away who he really was to his father, because he was his father's son. So, in that he said, "I'm no longer worthy to be called your son." Well, here's what happens. As he arose and came to his father, while he was a long way off, his father saw him and felt compassion and ran and embraced him and kissed him. And the son said to him, this was the practice speech that he didn't get through. I want you to recognize that. The son said to him, "Father, I have sinned against heaven and before you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son." And right there, his father cut him off. His father said to his servants, "Bring quickly the best robe, put it on him, put a ring on his hand and shoes on his feet, and bring the fattened calf and kill it, and let us eat and celebrate. For this is my son who was dead and now is alive again. He was lost and is found." And they began to celebrate. His father made it clear that day that the that the that what the son had practiced, the speech he had practiced, was incorrect. The speech he had practiced had included, "Treat me as one of your hired servants." Once we're a child of God, once we're heir to the throne, once we're part of the kingdom, we we no longer are a slave to sin. We're no longer bound. Don't convince yourself because you fled, you walked away from God for a season. Don't convince yourself because you did something unrighteous that all of a sudden God sees you different. He does not. He does not see you any different. He sees you the same. You're blood bought. You're his son. And something else in this story that the son said. He said, "Even the servants in my father's house eat better than this." And when you're in the father's house, even the servants eat better than that. You want to be in the father's house. You want to be in the father's house. There's provision in the father's house. There's victory in the father's house. Everything becomes perfect in the father's house. Just want to say happy Father's Day to all of you and to all of the prodigal sons out there. Come home. Come home in Jesus' name.